You know, your personal brand is everything. And whether you work for someone or have your own business, as long as whatever you're doing, you need to or want to or would love to generate money, your personal brand is going to matter. Now, I get it. We have our personal experiences, opinions, our feelings. They are valid, and no one can tell you how you're feeling is right or wrong, but there is still a way to express yourself so that you are protecting your brand. And oftentimes when people hear the word brand, they only think about businesses, like a Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Apple, Microsoft, QT, Exxon. They look at brands as a major corporation, big business, but you are a brand too. We all have our own brands, and our brand comes everywhere with us. How we leave people when, after they've encountered us, how we have them feeling after they've encountered us, that's part of our brand. The things that we say, that's part of our brand. How we show up, that's part of our brand. And now with social media, it's not like it was back in the day where people could code switch, maybe with their family and friends, they let their hair down and they are all over the place, buck wild with it. And then at the job, they are more conservative and straight laced and quiet and laid back. But now with social media, everything is wide open. Everyone sees who you are, what your brand is every day, personally and professionally. So you have to protect it. There's no way now that you can say, or that people can look at you and say, oh, they're saying that about that particular person or situation. And I do the same thing as the company that they're talking about, but they're not going to do that to me. I'm going to give them a shot. I'm going to give them a chance. That doesn't happen now because they can see and hear what you're saying and doing. They feel, you know what? If I make them mad over here, they may go out in them streets and say the same thing about me. And so that is part of your brand. When people start to align you with the things that you're saying and feel like at any given day, any given moment, you might also say the same thing for them. Why should they? Why would they? Why would you give them a chance? So protect your personal brand and look at yourself as a business. And when you encounter different people, or even if you feel like, you know what, I want to jump off, I want to say something so bad, I want to do this. Think to yourself, if you were a business, would you want an employee of yours to say that about you, to represent you in that way? You probably wouldn't. So brand management is so important, understanding what your true values are. And if your values are not aligned with the company that you're with or the person that you're with, then you need to make a change. But it's not about hooping and hollering and going out here and thinking you could just say whatever you want. And you can. I mean, yeah, the freedom of speech is real. But at the same time, you have to consider your brand and what message you are putting out there and how you are going to be perceived by the entire industry that you may be wanting to have a career in. Or even start a business in. It's not even about someone hiring you to work, but maybe someone wanting to collaborate with you to do work can be affected if you are not protecting your brand. All right. Well, that's all I have to say for you today. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you for stopping by. I am Coach Sherry. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I invite you to hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. So every time I make a video, you will be notified. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for tuning in. Stay safe.